from Drakewing Gaming, and 7 man Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Devon's Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright, been a while since we played Daddy Devon's route. I think it was July? July, oh my god. Oof. Walking next to me, Devon is keeping me firmly grounded here. Happy to just be here with him, I put my camera back in my pocket and smile. 29 years. 29 years of wondering what's wrong with the world around me. 29 years of believing moving out can change everything. And here I am, in a new place. What really has changed? What was it I was running from? Walking through these streets of cobblestone and brick, the sky above seems different. Alien. Looking at the bare trees and mountains, I find myself thinking of fields of gold and endless roads. So very familiar, like the neuron pathways formed by habits. I hated being there. Yet now I'm coming back to these spaces more and more often. Tightrope dancing. A constant fight to remain in balance. What is it that's pulling me down? Oh, that's nice. Back at the guest house, I think I needed a bit of familiarity. The smell of the wood, the mountain air, and now that almost everyone left to their rooms, the quietness. I really like this place. We have a few hours of free time now. Maybe I could take a look at the photos I made. Better to start working on them earlier, or else I'll have hundreds by the time I come back. As I turned towards the corridor, I met with Miko, carrying a few records under his arm. He must have stayed behind in the lobby. Hey, that's a lot of records. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. There was a super nice music store in town. I couldn't help but get something for myself. Music store? How many music stores could it be in one small town? But it was the same I visited. Oh, I think I was there as well. Coach Devon wanted to visit it and I went with him. Coach Devon? Right, I don't think anyone besides Bjorn saw us together. Long story, what did you get? How about we go to the common room and I'll show you? It's more comfortable in there. At least there's a table. I nod and follow the wolf. The photos can wait a bit longer. There's no one else inside where we enter. All students likely resting after the trip, chatting in their rooms. Not too surprising. I could use some rest or even a nap after the early wake-up today myself. So, you were in the store too? How'd you like it? Yeah, if we're thinking the same one. Or is this the one south of the main street near the coast? Yeah, that's it. I didn't browse music and I don't have a record or a CD player, but the atmosphere there was nice. Why? I work in one. I'm trying to come up with ways to make it nicer. You do? That's nice. Which one? I'll have to visit you at work sometime. Kletter. It's a bit outside the center, to the east. We specialize in Icelandic music. Miko working at the music store. That's nice for him. I can totally imagine him as a music seller in a small, nice shop with a good selection. You know? This game is fucking comfort food. Less so in some corporate chain store, but he has some input there, then that doesn't seem to be the case, luckily. So, what do you think about the store? I thought it was fantastic, but I'm curious what others did too. Dim lights and basement feel isn't what everybody likes. I really liked the atmosphere. The music was nice and not too loud. Everything seemed thought out and fitting into the bigger whole. The clothing selection was nice, even if a little too pricey for me. Yeah, they nailed it with the decor. They have it easy because of the space itself. We have too many windows and not enough bare brick walls. Maybe if we glued the windows with posters from the inside. I'll have to think about it. Sounds good, if you're allowed to do that. I imagine this and some warm lighting would add a nice ambience. That's the idea. What about the albums you got? Anything I might know? Oh, yeah, one of them I know from you. Miko puts one of the records on the table, a drawn pair of paws raised on the cover. Lift Your Skinny Paws? Incredible. I haven't listened to it for so long. I didn't know you liked them. I thought you were always about electronic music mostly. I have a soft spot for this one, and vinyl seems like the perfect format for it. Yeah, I bet. Maybe I'll get myself a record player someday too. Or maybe not. It seems like a lot of hassle for just playing music. I'm not sure if I'm enough into collecting stuff to get into it. And I got 2 more albums by Mandarin Fantasy. One studio and one live. I was torn between them, but both were used and quite cheap, so I just got both of them. Are they in good condition? The label said very good, so they should be fine. I hope they didn't scam me. I checked into the store and they looked fine, but I'll see when I get back with them. Uh, don't you want to come check them here? There's a record player here on the table. I don't know if it's set up properly. I'd rather wait until I'm home. By the way, do you have any plans for tomorrow yet? I'd like to return to the store. Maybe I'll get some more ideas there. I could go with you. I don't have any plans otherwise. Today I just walked around a bit. Oh, right. What was that about the coach? Oh, I talked with him a bit on the first day after I lost the key, and he turned out to be quite a nice person. I joined him after lectures today. We've been in the music store, too. Really? He seems very unapproachable. Excuse me. I'm surprised, too, but he's a sweetheart, honestly. I can see in Miko's eyes that there are more questions he'd like to voice, but he stopped short of asking them, and frankly, I'm thankful for that. So, about tomorrow, I looked around the town, and they have a philharmonic here. I'm not sure if it's something you like, but it'd be nice to go. Philharmonic. I haven't been in one other than during some school trips. Could have been nice, but I don't know. I don't think I'm in the mood for classical music. It would be nice to catch up with Devon tomorrow at the town, too, if the circumstances allow. Fair. I thought about asking a few more people. Maybe they want to go. There you go. Man, we've been playing this game for a long time on the channel, y'all. Oh man, it brings back memories. Been entertaining y'all for a long time, and I'm happy to keep doing it. Happy to keep doing it. This is what I love. This is what I love doing. All right, who? Bjorn mostly. I want to ask Travis too, but I doubt he'll want to go. And Jorgen maybe? I can see Jorgen wanting to go, yeah, but Bjorn? Maybe? I think I'll go ask now before they make any other plans. Sure. So see you later. Sure. Miko grabs the records from the table, handling them delicately, care and tenderness in his eyes, and leaves. Alone again, I sigh and deflate, my eyes looking up at the ceiling. There's a sea of warmth inside me, something akin to a glow, and my thoughts go back to the udon I had with Devon just an hour ago. I have a crush on him. And I think I'll become a fan of udon from now on. But I can't stand in one place anymore. I have to do something with this energy inside me. It's freezing outside, but I don't mind. The wind on my face is like a splash of water bringing me back to reality. I feel a bit like by going outside I'm running away from myself. Okay. I feel a bit like by going outside I'm running away from myself, trying to detach myself from my feelings. Overwhelming and new, but also hiding away from others. Here alone, I can observe them from a distance, pick apart and examine what I'm feeling. I need to listen to some music. I take out my phone and scroll down my library, looking for something fitting, but nothing catches my attention. I need something new. I just noticed that building on the side right there. My thoughts go back to the night I slept in Devon's room. American Paw Ball. I find them quickly and play the suggested album from the first song. A memory of not-so-distant times when I used to consume whole discographies, going from the first album to the most current one. That's what I do. Taking in one at a time, chewing on them until I know every note before moving on to the next flashes through my mind. A yearning arises in me, to let go and immerse myself in this warm glow. The bittersweet heartache like sucking on a salmiakki. But this same feeling is filling me with anxiety, too. Is it safe to indulge in it at all? I have such a crush on Devon. It sounds ridiculous in a way, but I'm sure of it. It's a much different feeling than what I once have felt towards Miko. It's not a desire to be with him, to care for and protect. It's what I want to be. It's a want to be held and appreciated. Still, the intensity of the feeling burning inside me is no less. But what do I do with it? The only thing I can think of is staying close to Devon, cherishing this feeling for as long as I can. So we have until the end of the camp, hopefully. But it's a bittersweet thought. I shut it down and focus on music instead, listening to guitar lines and drumming, absorbing the mood, more fitting to autumn than the weather outside, but that's all the better. Bright notes warming me up with visions of red and golden leaves. I imagine it sounds like the place Devon is from. He's my only association with this music. It'd be nice to listen to it with him again. Circling the guest house, I reach the terrace, and there, leaning against the wall and looking at the sky, is a familiar figure. Devon. My heart jumps in my chest, like an excited dove in a cage. He notices me, waving to me and smiling warmly, a smile that makes me melt. I think he said something to me, but I still have my earphones in. I take them out and put them back in my pocket before I walk up to the Panther, across the across the thin cover of fresh snow. Hello, I didn't hear you. I was just saying hello. What were you listening to? American Paw Ball. That's what they were called, I think. Oh, you like them? That's nice. Still getting into them, but I like the songs I've heard. They sound quite different from what I usually listen to, full of angular guitar work and jazzy drumming. It reminded me a bit of Nimble Fox's, but only a bit. Like, instead of fantasy inspirations, there's this autumn in the suburbs feeling. It's much easier to like music if you approach it on its terms. It's easy to hear something you don't expect to hear and dismiss it, but if you allow the music to speak, that can be very rewarding. Autumn in suburbs sounds fitting. They're from the Midwest, too. Listening to them is a bit nostalgic for me. I've even heard them live once, during their reunion. A fantastic concert. I'd say they're better live than on album, and that's rare. Lucky, I haven't been to many concerts yet, and not that many were happening around me. Anslow is much better in those regards, I imagine. I've been to only one concert there so far, but I'm still just getting to know the city. What was the concert? Rome took me with him to see Tim Heckler. I don't know them before, and it's not really my kind of music, but it was nice to go regardless. Concerts. Maybe he'd like to go to the Philharmonic here. I'm not that much of a fan of classical music, but it could be a nice way to spend time together. But should I ask? Were you going to concerts back in the US much? I was a pretty avid concert goer, yeah. There's something in the live sound and energy of the performance that I like, and there were many garage bands where I lived. Come on, Carvine, you can do it. Ask him to go. But as I look at his face, smiling at me so gently, anxiety consumes me. I won't find the courage. Nice. What are you doing outside, by the way? Just thinking. His golden eyes turn a shade sterner, as if he was putting his guard up. The sudden change throws me off, and I take it as my cue for leaving. I'll get going, then. Have a good time. And I walk up to the door, leaving the Panther alone outside. Hey, man, you can't get him every time. Oh, this is rough, my poor heart. I glance outside again, the Panther's wide frame a dark spot against the snowy mountains and trees. Who knows where he's looking, or what's on his mind? Did I go too far somehow? Made him uncomfortable? No. Somehow I know that's not the case. He acted as if he had something on his mind. I sigh fleeing me. I turn away and walk in the direction of my room. My poor heart, though. I feel so skittery. I feel like I need to talk with someone or I'll explode. Really, what do I do now? This is a realm completely unknown to me. How do I deal with a crush on my teacher, if it's getting this serious? Maybe I should really ask someone. I already hinted at something to Lake. Maybe he could think of something I haven't. I don't have many better ideas. Besides, I don't want to turn away from this yet. I extend my paw to knock on the door, but at the very same time it opens, nearly knocking me over. Carvine! Torolf? Indeed. Hello there. Is Lake inside? Yeah, just knock before you enter. I nod, stepping aside to let the tiger through. Tap on the door lightly. Come in! Lake's muffled voice resounds from behind the door, sounding somewhat surprised. Carvine! Hey there, what's up? I'm all fine. He sits back on the bed and giggles, casting some doubt on his words. You've had Torolf over? I passed him at the door. Oh, yeah, we've been to a bar in town. We wanted to stay around some more. We had to run for the bus and cut our conversation short. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. And before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our Not Safe for Work content, it's as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.